So you guys probably wouldn't believe me if I said I had almost $500 worth of LEGO minifigures in my hand. Well, that is the truth. So definitely take out your LEGO Star Wars Rebels minifigure collection and take a look at them and watch this video. And you guys probably have some minifigures in there that are worth a lot more than you thought. Let's talk about it, guys. So you guys, welcome back everyone to another LEGO Star Wars video. In today's video, we'll be going over the top 10 most expensive minifigures from the LEGO Star Wars Rebels theme. So, yes guys, there's 36 minifigures total that came out for the Star Wars Rebels TV show. And let me just say guys, if you guys collected Star Wars Rebel sets from back then and you guys don't know what they're worth, watch this video and watch the video I did on Saturday of going over expensive Star Wars Rebel sets. And you probably have some stuff in there that is worth a lot more than you thought. So yes guys, this is the minifigure version right here. We got 10 right here. I'll be counting down. And as always guys, I'll mention this every single time so you guys know and don't get confused. All my prices in these videos are based off of bricklink.com and the USA market. So not including anything international, not including eBay prices, since you're always able to find maybe a deal on eBay here and there. This is everything off of the current Bricklink market as of September 19th, 2022. So before I get into the top 10, guys, I want to do one very quick honorable mention. This is from set number 75106, the Imperial Assault Carrier. So the Bricklink listing of her does not come with her helmet. But if you guys do have the helmet itself is worth about $100 in itself. So in turn, that makes that minifigure worth about $120 to $150, depending on condition. So the reason why this is honorable mention is I wanted to put this up here because, quite frankly, it's not just the Bricklink listing you're worrying about. You know, you kind of had to have had that set in the past to actually have her helmet with the minifigures. So with that being said, guys, let's get into the top 10. So number 10, guys, we have a minifigure that actually did not come out in any Rebels set, but he is based off of Rebels, and Bricklink classifies him as a Rebels minifigure, that being Quarry. So he actually came out in the Freemaker Adventures 751A6, the Arrowhead, back in 2017, and right now, current market value of him is about $35 used and $45 new. So for a little guy like this, that I quite frankly forgot was even a minifigure, fetching about a $40 average is pretty insane to me. And if anything, that just tells you what other prices we'll be working with on this list if the first one's already $40. So number 9, guys, we have Hera Syndulla. So she came out in 2 sets back in the day. 2014, she came out in the bigger size Ghost, and 2016, she came out in the Ghost Microfighter. So if you guys got the Ghost Microfighter, you guys pretty much just robbed LEGO, since now the Hera minifigure is worth the same thing as Quarry, about $35 used and about $45 new. I definitely see Hera going up a lot quicker than, say, Quarry, due to her being in the Ahsoka show, and she was actually shown in the trailer. She definitely got a little spike then, but I feel like once that trailer is officially released, she'll probably go up a little bit more, and depending on how big of a character she is in the Ahsoka show, we may see another one of her, but I'm not too certain compared to a few other minifigures. Alright guys, so number 8, we have Grand Moff Tarkin in his dark tan uniform. This minifigure came out on set number 75150, the Vader's TIE Advanced versus A-Wing Starfighter. So this one right here, Tarkin is going for about 35 used and about 45 new. So actually 8, 9, and 10 are all kind of tied for the exact same price range. But I put Tarkin on here because, again, I feel like, he's going to probably be showing up in Bad Batch again. And, Bad Batch is coming out quicker than Ahsoka. So just like when he first showed up in Bad Batch, this guy will probably get a little bit of a spike here coming up in, a couple months from now when Bad Batch premieres. But nonetheless, guys, that is number 8. So next up, guys, for number 7, we have a fan favorite here being Old Captain Rex. He came on 75157, the Captain Rex's ATT from 2016. And right now, guys, he's about $40 to $45 used and about $55 to $60 new, which that all of a sudden really just spiked up because I remember, no joke, I think maybe even only like 2 months ago, I picked up 2 of them for new condition for about $35 each. So already close to doubling my money here pretty shortly in such a short time. I just picked up 2 since, 35 bucks was kind of a deal even then. And I'm definitely excited about that. And, old Rex, I feel like, we'll never really see him again, I don't think. I don't think we'll ever see that specific minifigure ever remade. Being a Rebels minifigure or not, it also helps that, later on they kind of retcon the fact that Andor Rebel Trooper in Return of the Jedi, is Captain Rex. So I feel like the old Rex kind of got a boost in value from that. And as is, just a really cool minifigure. Everyone loves Rex, and like I said, I've said this many times. I feel like over the years, we definitely appreciate Rebels a lot more now. So seeing Captain Rex in that, in the show and in Lego minifigure form from the show, we definitely all really like it a lot more than say we did 6 years ago. So there's that one, guys. So next up, guys, for number 6, we have the original Grand Inquisitor. I'm not going to go over too much for this minifigure because this one definitely has, fluctuated in price over the past couple months and is pretty stagnant now. Not a lot of sell-through rate since the new one came out, but he's still fetching about $60 used and about $80 new. And at one point, he was peaking around $150 new and roughly about $110, $115 used. And of course, now the new one came out, so he's definitely fallen down in price. Prime example of what a new minifigure can do. I feel like he will retain a pretty solid value, for being a minifigure in like a $40 set back in the day, and for only being 8 years old. Still retaining like $50 to $80 of value is still pretty good, and especially when this new Grand Inquisitor does retire out of the set. The old one's always going to hold a little bit of value for all the people that want to get one of every Lego Star Wars minifigure eventually, since of course they will have to pick up this one as well. So that is that one, guys. So moving on to the halfway point, guys, for number 5. This is one that's going to probably surprise a lot of you guys, because a lot of you guys probably think this one might be one of the top 3. But no, he's actually only in 5th place, guys. Number 5, guys, being Zeb Aurelios. And yes, guys, he's going for about $90 used and about $115 new. This is another minifigure that came out in the 75053, the Ghost. And just like all the other minifigures in that set, that set is absolutely insane now in the aftermarket, and very sought after set. And of course, Zeb only being in one set. So with Zeb only being number 5, guys, who is the top 4? Let's get into it. So moving on to number 4, guys, we have the 5th brother, which did not get hit as hard as the Grand Inquisitor since he was already a little bit more rare to begin with. And he's still holding about $100 used value and about $120 new value. Sell-through rate, of course, has probably very plummeted over the past couple months ever since the new one came out. Subjectively, I'll always say I really do think the older versions are better than the newer versions. In my opinion, I just don't really, they definitely fit a live-action form more, but I feel like the animated versions of both characters as is, looked a lot better. So 5th brother is still holding about $100 value, which is, still pretty remarkable, again, for being a minifigure that did get re-released. It just goes to show that even though when a minifigure does get re-released, sometimes it affects value a lot and sometimes it really doesn't. So that is number 4, guys. All right, guys, moving on to the top 3 right here. We got the big hitters. Number 3, guys, being Grand Admiral Thrawn. He came out in the Phantom 2, of course. You guys know me. The story already. I have a whole bunch of them. I've got my Thrawn right here, and yeah, very awesome minifigure. Only one iteration ever. And he's going for about $125 used and about $160 new. Another one of those that has just absolutely continued to go up and up. And I think there's definitely a possibility we will see a re-release of Thrawn eventually. All depends on how big of a character he is in Ahsoka. I'm very curious to see how they do that show. Will say Ezra and Thrawn, and Hera and like all the Rebels guys, will they be a mainstay of the cast for say all 8 episodes, or will Thrawn just show up maybe at the end? Like there's rumors that Ezra is only going to show up at like the very last scene of the show, for season 1, and then show up in season 2. So I think that really determines, what LEGO will do then. But at this point, guys, Thrawn is about $150 average overall, and he's only going to keep on going up and up, creeping up. Probably will hit that $200, $250 mark. So with that being said, guys, let's see who is more expensive than Grand Admiral Thrawn. Alright, guys, so moving on to number 2, we got the old Ahsoka right here from the Rebel Combat Frigate, set number 75158. She's absolutely skyrocketed in price in the past couple months, and I'm very disappointed I don't have one for myself. And I feel like her price probably even skyrocketed more in the past week now that I think about it, that she is rumored to not be in the new UCS Razor Crest. So that was a heavy rumor for a while, but she's going for like $250 used right now and like $350 new, which that is just absolutely nuts to me that old Ahsoka is just going to be one of those minifigures that's going to hold those multiple $100 price range for years to come. And of course, like I said, I think we will see her, a minifigure of her when the Ahsoka show comes out. It's not going to be the exact same one, of course, because again, you're mixing live action and animated together. They're not going to do the same as is. It's already been 6 years since the last one, so already they're going to change the print design. But even at that point, you got to think about it again, just for the actual fans that are collecting one of every minifigure ever. She will probably never be below a $150 minifigure like ever again. There's just no way that a new release of her will bring the market say down from like $300 at the time down to like $30. It's just not going to happen. So the Ahsoka, for what it's worth, I'll eventually get her, but probably when the new one comes out, and hopefully this this one drops just a little bit. But let's see who is number 1, guys. Alright guys, so number one I've actually got right here in my hand, and I'm a very proud owner of Black Hair Kanan. So this is one that maybe some of you guys don't know about still. So he came out in the Ghost back in 2014, and he was actually in the first production run of that set. So he was only in there for a limited time, and then once LEGO started making more and more, they changed it over to dark brown. So actually the hair piece itself is not exclusive. The one exclusive part, which I'll throw a picture up on the screen to make it easier for you guys to see, is the actual black beard print on the face. So right now guys, Black Hair Kanan, kind of an interesting story right here. So a used condition one, run-of-the-mill one, you're just going to run you about $250, which that's kind of been the going price for a while now. I remember even a couple months ago looking at the price of them, and he was still like $220, $230. But right now, guys, so the highest sold ever new condition is $350. But if we actually look at the US market as of now for sale, actually, again, that's just asking price. Will they ever sell for this price? I doubt it, but who really knows? All it takes is one guy to buy one for this price, and then the market, is forever kind of up a little bit. And the cheapest one being $728 brand new. But, if you guys do have a Ghost set from back in the day and you guys crack it open and build it, then you guys get a Black Hair Kanan straight out of the set. Take care of that, because that thing could potentially be a $500–600 minifigure pretty shortly here. I mean, I compare it to something like Finch Dallo, and if we look at Finch Dallo is basically up to like $800 now, and realistically, the $728 cheapest new price, I don't see that being out of the ordinary, saying like 8 months from now, a year from now. So yeah, if you guys have a Black Hair Kanan as is, just take care of it. That is the #1 most expensive Rebels minifigure right now, and it's crazy to think that the dark brown hair one is like $15. So literally like 20x the price just from having a black beard and not a dark brown beard. But that is all of them, guys. Let's close off the video. So yes, as always guys, thank you guys all so much for watching. Sorry if I sounded a little off in this video. I feel like I'm getting a little sick right now, so I'm kind of congested, I feel like. So hopefully everything still came out decent for this video. But I wanted to get this video out in conjunction with the Rebels set video, which definitely go check that out. I'm going to leave it at the end of the video and above. Definitely, it's like 2 videos ago. You guys can just click on my channel and go check it out. But nonetheless, guys, thank you guys all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for you guys later. Bye guys, and stay safe.